UNAOC-EF Summer School 2013.
We would like to congratulate all of you here on having been selected.
You represent our greatest hope and the strongest force for positive change.
This will be such an invaluable experience.
I also believe that it's a great opportunity to learn the global perspective.
Meeting all these people here from so many countries, it's like an education for me.
The Security Council was meeting to talk about Syria, so we were in a place where history was taking place at the same time.
We have very special guest with us, His Excellency Jan Eliasson, Deputy Secretary General.
There are trends in this world that go counter to interdependence, counter to cooperation. That's why the Alliance of Civilizations is so important, because we really have to fight for, peacefully of course, international cooperation and international understanding.
We had the opportunity to talk and discuss a lot of topics that is really relevant to our work.
We have a very different perception about what's going on.
I always find something that they can teach me that I can take back for my personal life or my initiative that I'm working back home.
The model of governance we are talking about in the 21st century has to evolve.
It's so much more interesting sharing and listening to other people's perspectives.
Now we're more confident with the tools that we have to just reach out to people who might not always share our same ideas and just try to engage them.
I've got a whole new approach, especially when it comes to presenting my organization to other people. So when I go back home, I know I'm going to narrow down those issues and make sure that I present it well.
For me, one of the most valuable things of being at the summer school is that it's being hosted at the EF campus, and that creates a physical space for people to come together and learn through the knowledge of EF and the UN.
We want young faces involved in politics, making those decisions for us.
It is not about where you come from, where we come to solve all the world's issues. It is the one space where humanity is more important than where we come from.
We are starting to receive some questions. I have one from Islam Iqbal. Hi Islam, thank you for watching. This session is going to be recorded and is going to be available for everyone to see afterwards. I have to remind you that there are a few days left to apply to the UNAOC-EF Summer School. The deadline is next Monday, March the 9th. So please, I encourage you, Islam, to keep watching, or if you are not available right now, you can watch it later, recorded with the same link your contact has provided you. So I invite you to stay tuned. We are just about to begin. Well, I want to say hello to those who are joining now our session, our Q&A session on the UNAOC-EF Summer School. We're having a conversation with some of the participants from last year and share with you some of our insights that we have on last August. We thought that it might be a good idea to share this with youth people from around the globe who are interested in applying this year to the UNAOC-EF Summer School. The summer school is happening on next June, and the application deadline is getting closer and closer. It is next Monday, March 9. So I encourage you to visit www.unaoc-ef summerschool.org, and here are all the information that you need in order to participate. We have Mohammed from Yemen here is just joining. Mohammed, hi. We can't hear you yet, Mohammed. Let me give you. You have to turn on your microphone in order for us to listen to you.
Hey.
Yes, we can hear you, Mohammed. Hi.
All right. Hi. How are you?
Well, we have 8 people watching right now. So can you please introduce yourself? We are just waiting for a couple of our friends to join the conversation.
All right. So hi everybody. I'm Muhammad from Yemen. I'm 21 years old, and I was one of the participants in the last summer school. I mainly work on youth empowerment. I have an initiative that I founded with my friends called Talents of Hadramaut that supports and sponsors and develop young talented people, artistically talented. I did lots of community projects. We did lots of advocacy projects with me and my friends. I participated in the MEPI program, MEPI Student Leaders Program in 2013 in the US. Also, if you were one of the participants in MEPI, I would be great. I would have the pleasure to help you and let you know like how that helped me get into the summer school. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'll be here also to answer your questions.
Thank you, Mohammed, and welcome to the session. I see now that our friend Mayra from Brazil is joining us. So, Mohammed, just one little thing. We have some backup noise at your place, so can you please turn down the device that you have close so we can listen to you better? We have questions just coming here. I'm so happy that people are joining us. Mayra, can you listen to us? Do you have your microphone on? I don't think Mayra is listening to us, so let's check the technical details that we check with Mayra in order for her to participate. And we have one person left, who is Bashar from Syria. He's just coming in a few moments. But Mohammed, why not start with you, because we have some interesting questions coming here to the conversation. They are posting. I invite everyone to post your questions with the hashtag UNAOC-EF on Twitter, or you can comment on the comment section of the video in the YouTube site. Well, we have here a couple of questions. That I am going to share with you. For those who are joining right now, I introduce myself again. My name is Gonzalo. I am from Ecuador, and I was a participant of the UNAOC-EF Summer School 2014. And we had this initiative since time is getting closer and closer for the application deadline. So we want to share some of our insights in this morning. So if you let me, I am going to read a couple of
Gonzalo?
Mohammed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, just like I can't start right now. Could you just give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
See you then. Mayra is joining now, so let's see if we can hear you. Mayra, hi. Hi, Mayra. Mayra, can you listen to us? Mayra, are you there? Please, can you turn the microphone on? Hi, Mayra, can you listen to us? Please stand by as I think that we have technical difficulties. We have a question from Adriana Manais. Hi, Adriana. Thank you for joining. We are expected to take this for an hour or so. We have prepared some information specific for the future applicants, and we also will be answering to your questions. So we are just starting as soon as we solve these technical difficulties that we are having now. If you have to leave, you can watch this later on YouTube with the same link that your contact have provided to you. So we expect to take 1 hour for this Q&A. Also, I wanted to share with you an interesting thing that you can check on the internet with information of the prior editions of the summer school. For example, you can visit the blog. In this blog, there are showcased lots of stories behind the UNAOC-EF Summer School. The blog is posted at UNAOC-EF Summer School blog.tumblr.com. You can turn on the annotations and you will find the link right on your screen in order to check some of the interviews with past participants from 2013 and 2014 edition. Mayra, can you hear us? I think that we are having issues now on the technical side. In the meantime, I invite you to send your questions via Twitter with the hashtag UNAOC-EF. And also you can write your questions on the comment section, so we will be answering to those that you have. I have a message from Mayra who says she has problems with the microphone. So it's fine, Mayra. Okay, but she is listening to everything. So I send a greeting. I say hi to Mayra, and thank you for joining the session from today. I think we have another guest joining right now. He's Bashar from Syria.
Hey.
Bashar, hi.
Hey, how are you, Gonzalo?
I am very fine, thank you.
Hey. How many guests we have now?
We have so far 10 people watching.
Viewers. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So
and we have some questions already coming to the session.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Let's start with some questions.
Yes, but what I would suggest is that you turn off your microphone when you are not speaking, because we have some background noise that make difficult the communication. So and Mayra has already joined us, but she has an issue with the microphone, but she is here.
Okay, fine. I'll turn off my microphone now and just listen to the questions and all the ideas, okay?
Okay, thank you. Well, Bashar has prepared some information to share with you. And also, I am sure that the questions that are coming right now to our desk will be answered with Bashar's presentation. So why not beginning thanking Adriana, Arik, 1, 2, 3, 4, Arik. I want to thank Islam, who has also joined us. Bashar, can you please start with the points that you wanted to share with the people in this morning?
Okay, thank you, Gonzalo. Basically, when we were talking about the UNAOC Summer School, the basic ideas are what is UNAOC and what is EF and what is the summer school. So let's start by saying what is UNAOC. UNAOC is part of the UN. It works in the subject of education, of promoting actually education, youth, migration, and media to make all the people from all around the world start working on peace building and giving their the horizons for them to participate more in all the and all the work that help in build peace building in multicultural environments and religion governance, and making all of these efforts united to locally and internationally. Therefore, the UNAOC is working on the basic ideas of building the working with the stakeholders, government, intergovernment, and non-governmental bodies to all work on developing the projects, making advocacy, intervention sometimes, or making their own let's say projects or social entrepreneurship projects within their places, and also working with the media to ensure that the media is not working, making the bad influence on these issues. Education First, EF. It's part of the it's an international, let's say, institution that work in many countries, helping promoting the ideas of intercultural and or multicultural environment, learning languages or learning many objects within a multicultural phase. One of the campuses of EF is the one in New York, in Tarrytown, that hosts the UNAOC EF Summer School. The summer school is a program that work with. Okay, Gonzalo, do you want to add something?
Yes, yes, because as you explained what the UNAOC is about and EF is about, maybe we can welcome the question from Islam. It's a questions. What are the objectives of the program of the summer school?
Okay, when we're talking about the summer school, the basic objects are first of all bringing all these people from all around the globe. You know, when we are in the summer school, we were 75 people from 75 countries. We're all in the same place, working about empowering ourselves, about enhancing our skills to be more interacted with other cultures and other places. It's empowering the people to participate in and work all together internationally to promote peace and to promote effective changing, and that's exactly what we are starting now with the network we're establishing, and me, Gonzalo, Maria, and more than other 40 participants, former participants, are now working on this network to promote our abilities to really affect our community and promote peace. Also, it's working on building long relationships between people, between individuals and organizations from many cultural or religion backgrounds.
Okay, we are welcoming back Mohammed. Hi, Mohammed. Mohammed, can you hear us? Well, it seems Mohammed is not yet ready. Oh, he is actually. Hi, Mohammed. We can hear you. We can't hear you right now. Can you please?
Yeah, hi.
Yes, that's right.
All right.
So, Bashar started showing what the UNAOC is all about, and EF, and also he explained some of the objectives of the program. I wanted to add something on this about the contents, the sessions that we have. And I want to give you some examples of what we have discussed during the summer school. For example, we had this session on global citizenship, on identities, and using narratives in order to heal societies. We had this exploration of power leadership through the technique of the theater of the oppression. Also, we had a negotiation session. There were sessions on effective advocacy, building alliances, and creating messages of impact with a multimedia session. And also we had sessions on social entrepreneurship. So right now I want to thank Kinga Aksai from Hungary, who is joining the conversation. And I have another question that I want to know if some of you guys might be willing to answer. it is about I have to say hi to Manal. Mohammed, can you please answer to this question? Manal says, were there former participants who were working for women rights, peace building, and having blogs? And if the question is incomplete, but were there people working on women rights or peace building, or who are bloggers, for example?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
People who are bloggers, for example.
Bloggers.
I think we have, but I want to give you the opportunity to answer this question.
All right, yeah, like we have a lot of. I'm sorry, it's this thing. Okay. We do have people who are working on women's rights. I think. Crap, I forgot the name. Okay.
For example, there's Danielle, who is writing right now. We have to say hi to Danielle, who is joining via YouTube. He works for the Women's Network in Donegal. This is in Ireland. Yeah, and I wanted to. Mohammed, what did you say? Sorry.
I can't see all these people. I can see you and Bashar only.
Oh yes, Daniel is watching on YouTube and she is writing just a comment.
Okay.
Yes. Bashar, can you please continue on the points that you have prepared for today's presentation?
Okay. I was wanna also emphasize the idea that when we are talking about the UNAOC-EF Summer School, there's a lot of people from around the world. There was many people working on youth, working with children, working on education, working on media. There was many people working on women rights, children rights, also working on humanitarian aid. There was people from all these ideas. They are all working on the mandates of the UNAOC and the EF Summer School. They are working in multicultural environment. They are working with multicultural people. They are all participating in this idea. This is the thing that they want, this idea that they want. When we're talking about the summer school, all the people that are in the summer school are having one basic, let's say, common point, is that they all work with people from different cultures, from different religions, from all the people, and what the main value that they have is that they all have this humanitarian spirit, that they all have this humanitarian love, that to help others. And this is exactly what they want from you when you are participating in the summer school. You should say, or you should view that your experiences, that you have this value, that you want to help other people, and you want to give them all what they want. And if you say that in your application, you would be more into the subject that they want to do.
Thank you, Bashar. Yes, an application is one of the most interesting topics. People is asking questions about this in the comment section of the video. I invite you all to send your questions with the hashtag UNAOC in Twitter, and also write in the comment section below in the YouTube video. And I'm going to share with you, because Islam 1, 2, 3, 4 Arik, I am sure that the people who are watching right now have questions. They ask, for example, how can we raise our chances to get accepted in the summer school? And tell us about some practical tips for the application. I don't know, Bashar or Mohamed, who wants to start answering this?
Okay, I can go. Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you.
All right. So the most important thing that you fully read and understand the mandate of the UNAOC and what topics are they targeting, and what age groups, what ethnic groups they are targeting. They're targeting mainly young people, and they're looking for people who are working on intercultural dialogue or intercultural understanding, people who are working in conflict resolution, have any previous experience in maybe bringing people together in any type or any way or form. We had people who did like math fests, if you knew about them. But he's my friend Bikas from Nepal. Nepal is a very a conflict-filled country. They had lots of civil wars, but this guy did this math fest and brought students from across Nepal, from east, west, north, and south, who are constantly maybe like have these different stereotypes and different opinions about each other, and he brought them together. And when he applied for the summer school, he focused on that key point, that this math fest brought these people together. And whatever you do, no matter how small it is, or maybe you think it's not relevant, try to focus or look for that small little thing that can go into the mandate, or can maybe touch the mandate maybe a little bit, and focus on it, emphasize on it, and show the summer school, show the application committee what you did and what change that made in your community and in the part, and maybe the people that your project affected, and that would totally raise your chances. So focus on these main points, like human rights, intercultural dialogue, conflict resolutions, breaking stereotypes. Yeah, did I forget anything?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Thank you, Mohammed. And I wanted to add on your comments that, for example, there are multiple ways to do that. There are ways such as having a blog and being or posting opinions from time to time on these subjects, or working on projects directly on the ground, or studying issues related to development. There are so many ways in which you can be connected with the mandate of the UNAOC that that you have to take advantage of everything that you do on your daily life in order to showcase in the application. Bashar, do you have any comments on this subject?
Sure, Gonzalo. First, when you're talking about how you get accepted in the summer school, or why you should be accepted in the summer school, basically, you should have this one simple experience, this one unique experience that they want from you. You should be unique in your own local place, or your own region, or your own environment. You should be a leader in your environment. You should be the one who made the change in their society. It's not easy to be like this, but you can simply just say what you did and how you did it, and see and tell people that that you, or tell the UNAOC organizers that I've been there and I've done a change in people's life. I brought them all together, people from different places or different sides. I helped them all. I worked with them without any discrimination. I was promoting equality. I was working uh, on making all of them feeling this justice or feeling the very simple human rights that they deserve. Like let's say when I in my application I talked about my experience with working with IDPs, internally displaced people in Syria. I was working with people that left their houses or left their homes in Syria, whether they were Palestinians or Syrians or Iraqi. They are all been there in Syria and they lost their houses, their places, and now and I've been working with them over the last 3 years to help them like in a humanitarian aid way, and was one of the biggest, let's say, biggest assets for me that I get accepted for. When you are working your experiences with people that from different cultures, from different places, from different ideas, you are working in the mandate of the UNAOC. When you are working, let's say, and making education available for everyone, you are working in the mandate of the UNAOC. When you are making a speech or doing, let's say, an event that's available for everyone, that's promoting dialogue, that's promoting negotiations. It's all about the mandate of UNOC. When you are a media person, have blog, have you're working on social media. Let's say you have you're working on advocacy. That's all in the mandate of the UNOC. You are working exactly. You are doing exactly what they want you to be in and what you want you to be there. So let's focus on what you have and what's really on them, help the other people, whether they were from any kind or any religion or any culture. Gonzalo.
Yes, and I think that, for example, there are so many alternatives in order to be involved with these issues. I can share with you my experience. For example, I am currently part of a network made up of 40 young leaders from the border zone between Colombia and Ecuador. This is a very a high conflict zone here in Ecuador because of the internal conflict, internal army conflict in Colombia. And as such, I have been in a training process from which I have now a certificate as a peace building facilitator. And we, as the network, are working on disseminate all these workshops with Venom, and each one of you represents a local organization that involves young people as well, and we have this objective to reduce the conflict in the border zone with our actions. For example, public space use, which is very important in terms of the sense of security that communities or societies have. So just I wanted to share this with you because there are so many ways in which you can be an interesting candidate for the UNAOC-EF Summer School. Do you have something to add, Mohammed?
No, I think you said it all.
Okay, well, entonces, let us read another question. This is from Kinga. Thank you for staying tuned. Kinga says, could you guys tell a bit how this 1 week affected your or affected your professional work? Bashar, what would be your answer to this question?
Well, when I say that the summer school have been a life-changing experience, I would not be, telling a lie. It's real. It's really affected my life very much. First, I get 74 brothers from all around the world. Now I can go anywhere in the world and have friends there that have this really a very good relationship with. This it's not it wasn't just a week in a summer school. It was really a life-changing experience. After this summer school, I get many opportunities to work on local, regional, and international opportunities that wasn't really available without this network of people or this network of even facilitators and even the UNAOC and EF representatives. They are all helping us to be really good, really more effective leaders in our communities. This is one of the very special ideas about the summer school, that everyone there is ready to help you. It's not like there's a competition. It's like there's anything. We are all like helping each other to be in this to be better or effective leaders in our communities. Also, I participated in other conferences, and I get many opportunities. And now, actually, I got even a job after I get accepted in the summer school, and after the many steps I get after the summer school and the experiences I get after the summer school. During the summer school, within the summer school, we were all working together on on making our advocacy, advocacy campaign. We were all working together on the ideas. We had many very good facilitators and very good lecturers that tell us a lot of about global citizenship, about advocacy, about how to tell our own story and how to inspire other people. Also, we got the chance to understand how other cultures are working, or other leaders from other parts of the world are working to make their own touch or their own effective footprint in this world. We were also, I was inspired by many other participants, and now many ideas I get to be introduced to in the summer school. Now I am applying it, whether in my projects, in my previous projects, the ones I was working on before, and or other projects or organizations or let's say campaigns I'm working on now. It was all because of the summer school. It was okay. Gonzalo?
Thank you, Bashar. And I think that it is interesting that there's so many diverse backgrounds we are coming from makes this environment, this global environment in the summer school so interesting. And we are all in the same condition. In spite we have been chatting through Facebook prior to the summer school. We were, let's say, in some way new to each other. We were starting to know what we have been doing in order to build peace in each of our countries, and everyone was from a different country, so it was a really enriching space, I have to say. Mohammed, can you please answer the question from Kinga? How the summer school have affected your professional life?
Yeah. So mainly, like Bashar said, like I got a good experience meeting other people and learning from their experiences and um, taking advantage of what they did and try to change my mindset and change my um, understanding of the work I do and make it on a more global scale. My professional life, I'm still a student, so I can't say I found a job or something related to that, but I think I'm on the right path on doing that, and I got a step closer to getting to my dream that I'm looking for, and which is working in an international organization, and that's really a good chance and a good experience for anyone to have with a better understanding of the globe and how the world works, and having this global perspective on things, on everything that you do, no matter how small or insignificant you think it is. You're eventually changing the world and creating history, and you have to feel that in every way, in every step of the way. Yeah, I think maybe my student life may have been affected or maybe pushed forward on, like I gained like good reputation among professors here in the university when I talk to them about this, and yeah, so it shows like how engaged are you in this type of international conferences, and maybe it would totally help you in getting to other conferences and other international experiences. Um, yeah, so basically it's a step in the right direction, if it's not maybe the last step or the step that gets you into your dream job or something. But if you're qualified for a job, you're totally gonna get it. So I know, yeah, Ahmed Al-Hindawi. Ahmed Al-Hindawi was a participant in the 2013 summer school, and when we got there in 2014, he was the UN General Security official envoy on youth. So wow, like what kind of a transformation was that in 1 year? Uh, so yeah, totally. If you're qualified for getting that job and you just need the last push, maybe this could be it. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I want to take your words on that last push, because summer school is an amazing opportunity for shaping your future. As people who are watching may already be aware of, applicants can be 18 to 35 years old. So for many of us, it was an important experience in order to be sure that we were interested in making positive social change in so many ways. And I am sure, and you guys may agree with me when I say that this experience is a milestone that shapes your future. Well, let's move forward, or let's say backward, because we have some application questions again. First, I wanted to share a comment on a former participant from Ireland, Danielle Bonner. Thank you for staying by. Some advice and tips for the application I would give is talk about your work, your understanding and experiences of cultural diversity and dialogue. And mention in the application, she comments, what you have learned from this. So it doesn't have to be huge or big, this thing that you've been involved with, but anything that you have been doing in terms of multicultural dialogue or interfaith dialogue, which is an important subject from the UNAOC mandate. That would be very interesting for the application. I have another question now from Manal with a very, very tough question for us guys. What would be a great applicant for the program? Bashar, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. Okay, the perfect candidate for the summer school is a youth that has previous experiences in working with multicultural people. It was a leader, or she or he was a leader in the subject in the project. It would be preferred, and he has a long experience in working with these people, or not F, or he have a very unique or a very creative idea how to foster dialogue or how to foster common understanding within the place or the people it affects. So the perfect candidate, it works on a person working on understanding each other. It's a leader in his community or her community. He or she is have been working for a long time on these issues, and also he pointed in his experiences that these experiences are unique from his side. If there's two people working, let's say if you want to be the one that they take or they accept in the summer school, you should be unique in yourself, unique in your community, and unique in the board. There should be no other person in the board that has these experiences or have these backgrounds. If you are this kind of guy, then you can get accepted. But also, you can be accepted if you are just working with the right people on the right time. You shouldn't be that unique, but you should be working on the right people at the right time, or working with people that no one care about, like let's say migrants in a place like Congo, or let's say the people after, or you were leading a project or a social entrepreneurship project after a flood or after something happened in your country, some tragedy happened in your country, or you're working with humanitarian aid for people from in other places. All of these ideas are very important to get accepted. Also, if you know how to speak in English, of course, you know.
Okay, thank you, Bashar. Mohammed, do you have an answer to this question? What would be the perfect applicant for the program, besides you, of course?
Yeah, so the perfect candidate. All right, so on top of all of what Bashar said and mentioned, a perfect candidate would come from a place that is, this is my personal view on this type of international conferences or international events. Like, the more you are maybe neglected, or you come from a part that's neglected, a part of the world that's neglected by international organizations that maybe no international organization reach before, and your work is outstanding, just like Bashar did, and you can take advantage of that opportunity and that yeah. So okay, sorry, I just blanked out for a second. Okay, so yeah, so I come from Yemen. All right, I come from a part of Yemen called Hadramaut, like in the east side. We didn't have any international exposure. We didn't have any international events that went down in Hadramaut. We did all the work by ourselves, and with association with our local NGOs, and we did lots great things that we think is maybe it's the best of its kind, and maybe it's the only of its kind in Yemen as a total, maybe in the region. So when you take advantage of that, of that quality that you have, that you come from this part of the world and this place that nobody looks to or nobody cares about, right? You will get a better chance on getting on to this conferences or events, no matter what. No, if it's the summer school or any other conference or event, you'll be considered. Your application will be considered more than somebody who came from maybe the capital of your country, you know, or a place that's well known in your country that could have maybe, like, there could be people who participated in this event from that place before, but you were the first one in your region to participate in this event. So that's a great exposure to the organization, all right, to gain you in your community and to have a footstep in your community through you. So take advantage of that too on your application.
Thank you, Mohammed. I would add up that I am not going to give more details. What has been said is really helpful in terms of this perfect applicant. But I am sure that the organizers want to know how high are your chances of disseminating the information or the knowledge that the participants obtain from the summer school, or how these skills are going to enhance your own work. If this is something that you can, let's say, certify in your application, that this is going to take a bigger effect in the long term, that would be very helpful, because that may give you better chances to be selected. There are more questions on an application, guys. We are just getting into the final set of this conversation. 1, 2, 3, 4, Arik asks, guys, is it helpful to state in my application that I was part in a youth network that I'm not part now anymore? It's a really good question. Bashar, do you want to answer to this?
Yeah, sure. It would be very good to tell about any previous experience you had before the summer school or before building your application. But you should notify, give a note or say that you are not part of it anymore. You know, whether you say I was part of something like blah blah blah, or when I was with this network, I did one or two things. This would be good, but don't you know, tell don't make the UNAOC people think that you are still part of this network. By just be clear when you say when you talk about your experiences. Don't lie. You don't have to lie, and you shouldn't lie, because it's very bad to lie about this kind of experiences, and you should also be sure that from your own experiences you can get accepted in such summer school, and it's not just for the summer school, for anything in your life. So honesty is very important, and they will make sure of anything you say, you know, by looking at your application, or looking at your own previous experiences. So you should notify that, you should say that you were part of this, and you are not anymore. But it would be good and very good to talk about any network or any previous experience. Gonzalo, anything to add or any other?
Not at all. I think that you should mention or use all the things that you have in your background in order to make your application stronger. And you have to be very creative because the number of words is limited, and you have to choose wisely how to present each of the things in your experience or in your interests that might help to your application. Let me see. I think that we have answered all the questions. I wanted to ask Bashar if he has something to add of the points that were prepared for this Hangout session.
Okay, thank you, Gonzalo. Last thing, or not last thing, I want to talk about three basic things now after we've answered these questions. First, when you are talking about when you are building your own application, you should focus on your experiences and your ideas. You should be creative, as Gonzalo said. You have only few limit of words, so you should know what to say and what not to say. It's good to have 10 experiences, but it's better to have 3 experiences that is really relevant to the mandate of the summer school, and it's more relevant to the mandate of the summer school. Also, the summer school includes many subjects. It's basically working on all of these subjects are about the main ideas that UNAOC and EF share. That is intercultural or understanding other people. You also need to present your own organization within the summer school. So you should prepare something about your organization. So you should be involved, very involved in your organization to understand really what to say, what to talk about, and also you should be ready to get many ideas about advocacy, about global citizenship, about social entrepreneurship, and about leadership, negotiation, how to tell your own story. These are the main subjects that we talk about in the summer school. You should be prepared to work on a project there in the summer school that is about advocacy or about an idea of the advocacy. So you should be ready to really get involved with all of these. The summer school is all about sharing experiences. So when we were in the summer school, we hardly slept for like 3 or 4 hours. All the time we were just talking with other people and sharing experiences, telling our stories or our ideas. So if you want to go to the summer school, you should really think about all of these ideas. Also, okay, Gonzalo, any ideas?
Oh, yes. I wanted to focus on the stories. You said something about the stories, and it's important to share with everyone that stories have been published in a blog that is located in the address UNAOC-EF Summer School blog.tumblr.com. And here we have, for example, some information. I think that you are watching this like backwards. Let me fix this. Yes, okay. In this blog, you can see some of the interviews, as I said before. We have, for example, this note on We Are Peace Network, which is this initiative that was born after the 2014 Summer School edition. but also we have individual experiences, for example, from our fellow Anna from Serbia. There are some quotes from Mariam, our dear friend. There's Leonardo from Colombia, who has showed his work at Colombia and, of course, at the regional level. And we have tons of material here that can help you to build your application and to make your case in order to be accepted in the summer school. We encourage you to apply and, of course, to visit the blog. As you may already know, there's the page, or the official application page at www.unaoc-efsummerschool.org, where you can find information on the distinguished guest speakers and the workshops and the applicants selected for the previous editions of the summer school. I think, guys, we are about to end this session, and I wanted to ask you for closure comments. Let's start with Mohammed.
Okay, closer comment. Yeah, just try to focus very much on your essays. Spend a lot of time on them. Show them to other, maybe more experienced young people who participated in these conferences, or even to us, to maybe check on them, maybe see if there's something irrelevant, something that could maybe backfire on you or something, you know. So yeah, just like try to consult everybody, that maybe 2 or 3 people who you trust and they have better experience. Focus on the mandate, keep it in your mind all the time. Try to remember everything that you might have worked on, or any organizations that you collaborated with who are working on these type of things. Yeah, so read more, read the Tumblr blog, read the UNAOC website, have a better knowledge of the school and of about the initiative itself, so you can get in the zone, you know, when you're writing your essays, and you're not gonna stray away from the mandate and the criteria that they are looking for when you're writing them. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically it, I think. And if you have any further questions, we're ready for them. And some of you may have already found me on Facebook, and we're all available on Facebook and on Google and everything. And so if you have anything you want, we'll be ready to answer in the next couple of days. And best of luck.
Thank you, Mohammed. Bashar. Bashar, can you hear us?
Oh.
Okay, we can see you and hear you. Oh, something happened to Bashar. Bashar, I suggest that you turn off your video so you can use all the band with for audio. No, something's wrong with Bashar. It's a shame. We'll try to fix this. I think that we have solved many of your questions, but as you prepare your essays, you may have more. So I invite you to comment this video in the comment section below, and also write your questions with the hashtag UNAOC. We will be looking for your inquiries on Twitter during the week, and I am sure that you will be eager to get some advice or tips or questions that you may have. Bashar, can you hear us? No, I think something is wrong with his connection. Bashar, one last. Bashar, can you please talk? We can hear you now. No, we can. It's a shame. Maybe you can say goodbye with your hand, because we are watching right now, but we can't hear you. Okay, but Bashar had to leave. Well, I want to thank all the viewers. I want to thank Kinga, Mahdi, 1234 Arij, Adriana, who unfortunately had to leave earlier, Manal, and our great friend Daniel for the comments. I want to also thank Bashar and Mohamed for their time and willing to participate in this Q&A session. Again, my name is Gonzalo. Bashar is just joining to say goodbye to each and every one of you. Bashar, we're listening to you. We're saying goodbye.
Okay, now do you hear me?
We can hear you well.
Okay. First thing is, I want to thank you all for being here now with us in this hangout. We just wanted to give a hand for you and help you. We wish you all good luck, and we will be very proud of each one of you. So thank you all for being here now, and we hope you would be all accepted, and we will all see you soon in a very good place. Just focus on yourself. Be sure that you will be accepted. Think that believe in yourself and do the best you can. And we always wish you all good luck.
Thank you, Bashar. And with this, I wish you the best of luck in your applications. Remember that each and every one of us can make a social positive change. Thank you for joining. I'm Gonzalo from Ecuador, and this was the Q&A session on the UNAOC-EF Summer School. Goodbye.